Welcome back to another episode of We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Hello.
And Monkey Sr.
Hello.
This is the third week of Blacksea Odyssey, so the most important question leads the show. Monkey, how many times have you finished it?
Not a single time. Man, this game is so hard.
Yeah. Sorry, I appear to have killed Moonpeer.
For the record,
Moon's a little
folks,
under the weather, so.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
And literally, I said Boston made a joke pre-show, and I laughed and started coughing and said, "I better not laugh." And then he opens with that.
I didn't think it was that funny, so I appreciate that did a little bit better.
Okay, yeah. So, Monkey, you said it right there. This game's hard, like hard.
Yeah.
Specifically, my note here is FTV, which is F the Void. Which is literally, I think it's the last area in the game, I'm guessing. But once you get to a certain point, like round 8 and round 9, all 4 of the maps are the Void, and there's no avoiding it. No pun intended there. Yeah, the Void is hard.
Is it
very hard?
What are there special rules to it?
Oh, jeez. Not particularly, but all of the monsters hit so hard. They are so quick. It's brand new things you haven't seen in ages. Like, I thought the desert was difficult because of the spiders and stuff. The Void turns, like, giant jellyfishes on you, which, like, reach out and fly in circles around you. And then you've got to harpoon them while they're flying in circles. So you've got to adjust in front of them to pull off the stupid tentacles to kill them.
Jeez.
It's so difficult.
Man, one of my wishes this week is the game pushes on you pretty often. Like, hey, enemies move slower when you have them harpooned. So I've been using that a lot against bosses because, especially for a lot of bosses that want to get up on you and kind of spin on top of you, it's really good to harpoon them and just kind of stay right next to them and try and stay out of the way. But the wind-up on sending the harpoon back out is so long that they just kind of knock back into me and knock me across the screen. It's like, well, that's... okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Monkey, I'm going to take over your section completely right now because that's what I'm doing this week, apparently. I unlocked the third character.
Okay.
The weird space alien dude. I did it. I beat Cthulhu to unlock him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. First character's got 100 health, and his perk is if he takes damage, he takes reduced damage from then on. The second character, the Cadbane dude, his special perk is he does more damage to enemies when they are harpooned.
Okay.
The third character's perk, this stupid space alien guy, anytime you rip a limb, or anytime you kill somebody, you go into berserk mode. And you do double damage with double fire rate.
Wow. Okay.
He has 50 health.
That's not great.
Yeah.
Cannon.
Yes, he starts with the slowest of all the ships. He starts with the least fire rate, basically, of all of the fisherman dudes. But give him, I don't know, the dual spears and a couple of good upgrades, and then kill one of the little random insects that are just flying around, and he becomes really lethal. But this is very much a Lost kind of thing on Isaac, where you need to just avoid everything.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be a pro at not getting hit, because otherwise it will end you so fast.
Gotta use those boosts.
Yes, speaking as someone who got ended so fast multiple times with that guy.
Right.
I've tried a few times this week to unlock that character, and man, I managed to find Cthulhu like twice. So the first time I died just because I didn't know how to fight him, right?
Yes.
And then the second time it was going pretty well, and then in the middle of the fight, that spear glitch that I was talking about happened.
Oh no!
Great.
And I was just like, "Oh, okay, I'm not gonna beat him this time."
Yeah.
So that's frustrating, but oh well.
Yeah, Cthulhu's a nightmare anyway, to be honest, because like once you've ripped off his biceps, his triceps, and his fists, you have to attack his face, and he's literally just got an army of tentacles in front of his face, it takes one spear, and then all of a sudden you've got to harpoon them, but you've got to harpoon like 50,000 of them, and they all cross paths with each other.
Boy.
So it's really difficult to just peel away at him until you can start hitting his face again to do actual damage.
Yikes.
Like, he is a nightmare to try and kill. I did get a bunch of achievements this week. Like, I got the ice. Oh, the ice spear is so good when you start. Like, it's base damage of 6, and then like it does another 6 base damage of ice. Increases all other ice damage by 50%.
Wow.
And ice is the bomb because it slows people down.
Right.
It's so useful. So I've got that one now. I've got the thunder spear as well. I still need the poison one. I still need the fire one.
That's funny because I have the poison and fire one, and I need to unlock the ice.
I did unlock. I don't remember. So like you said, Moon. There's the brutal and brutality ones. I unlocked the one for ripping 100 limbs. That is not the really great one. That's the one that doubles your crit damage, which is still good, but not as good. The other one, I need to find an enchanted boss and kill it, and I have in all of my runs, I have not yet run into one.
It will be an elite boss. It won't say enchanted, it'll say elite boss, and then that's the one you want to go for. And then you'll get the ones which are poison enchanted, which anytime you hit them with a spear, they fire like little blobs of poison at you.
Great.
Poison enchanted is crazy. Have you fought a poison enchanted what's his name? Great Guza? This the triangle shell monster thing?
Because they're a nightmare.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
They're bullet hell to begin with, and then more oh wow. That was rough.
The funny thing is I'm actually still enjoying the game. Like, I'm enjoying it more now. I did do some research onto this, and I'm not saying this should reflect our opinions of the games in any way, shape, or form. So, first and foremost, why is it so hard?
It's very hard.
It's so hard, especially as you get towards the end game. It's so hard because it was in early access. And what happens when you have an early access game, you get people, a dedicated community, who play the ever-loving crap out of it, and then they get all the way to the end, like, yeah, but the end is a bit too easy. By the time I get there, it's, it's too easy.
After 500 hours, it's way too easy.
Yeah. So the devs responded to this and made the end game harder, and then when the game went wild, they realized, oh no, this is too hard.
Right.
And we can't afford to patch the game. So we can't make it any easier on the back end. We're kind of stuck because we've got no money to push out a patch to all these things or develop a patch to make the back end easier. Because it was made by 3 people.
Right.
I can see that.
And that's the second thing is like, okay, 3 people made this. I can forgive the occasional stupid thing, like the whole.
It's pretty impressive for a 3-person team.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a pretty solid game. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing we've ever played.
Right.
Because I've got
something is at the bottom of the ranking list, so.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm still kind of enjoying it right now. Like, right now, it has just been a switch my brain off twin stick shooter. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
I did get a golden rune this week, though.
Ooh.
I did see the multiple elements one, but I didn't have enough credits to buy it. Very frustrating. I did, however, get the fire golden one.
Okay.
Which, you know the way the water trail, the water one puts the bubbles behind it? The fire one turns your spears into missiles.
Okay.
It increases the projectile speed. It does a poop ton of fire damage. And it leaves flaming pathways behind it that when the people cross over that, they do fire damage to themselves.
Wow. Interesting.
Very much like the water one. One minor bad thing, it looks like rocket trails. So it's very hard to see when you're firing out an absolute poop ton of spears in all directions.
Sure.
All you can see is like these flame paths going up and down the screen. And it's just like, sure, whatever. I don't know what's going on. Something hit me. I don't know where it came from or what it was, but it hit me.
I haven't yet. I played a whole bunch of rounds this week because I really I really wanted to put the time in and try and get over the hump that I haven't yet gotten over, which is I don't really enjoy playing this game yet. Moon, you gave me a really good suggestion last week, which is sort of focus on stages that have the rune drop chance. That has helped me significantly. And I've had some, I'm not going to say they're successful runs, but I've had some more fun runs. But I'm still not at the point where I'm kind of looking forward to playing it. It's not like, oh yeah, I get to, put some time in with Blacksea Odyssey. Like, it's not a bad game. It's just one I'm hoping for our final week here that I can kind of get over that hump and say, like, yeah, I finally got there. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It finally clicked with me, and it just unfortunately hasn't yet.
So what I would do, like, along with that runes, like, try and start off with good legendary rune drops. I'd say pick a level that's difficulty-wise kind of matches up. That's a best guess, to be honest.
Yeah.
And if it's a case of going on a harder level with more rune drops or an easier level with high key chance, go on the key chance one, get as many keys as you can, but don't open the chests there. Take those keys to another level that has high legendary rune drop chance.
Gotcha.
And then you can take those keys, and I think I opened like 15 chests in one level once, and it was just like, give me all those legendary runes. Nom, 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 nom.
That makes sense. Okay.
And by the time I'd done that, I had a full loadout, and I think that was the run I actually got the item spear on for having like 20 items, because it was just like, I have like 9 different types of like boost increase thing, and it's like I have 12 different kinds of earth ones. It's like, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Any other notes here for our third week of Blacksea Odyssey?
No, I don't think I got anything else.
I hate the void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Void. All right. Well, that's our episode this week. We'll see you all next run.
Bye.